Today, we're diving into a story that truly sent shockwaves across the digital world. A video that not only went viral but also left millions of viewers questioning what was real and what was fake. This is the tale of the video that broke the internet's brain, sparking debates, conspiracy theories, and a whole lot of confusion. The video in question featured none other than former President Donald Trump. He was addressing the nation about the tragic and shocking shooting of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, a moment that was already emotionally charged and highly publicized. But as millions tuned in, it wasn't Trump's words that set the internet ablaze. Instead, it was something far stranger, something that viewers couldn't quite explain. The visuals of the video seemed off, almost surreal, and people immediately began to notice. As Trump spoke, his hands appeared to move in unnatural, almost robotic ways. His shirt collar seemed to melt, warp, and then snap back into place, as if reality itself was glitching. These bizarre visual anomalies were impossible to ignore, and they quickly became the focal point of online discussion. Within minutes, online forums and social media platforms exploded with speculation. Was this a technical error, or was something more sinister at play? Tweets and posts poured in, with users dissecting every frame, searching for clues about what had really happened. The most popular theory? Artificial intelligence. Many were convinced that the video was a deepfake, a sophisticated AI-generated fabrication designed to manipulate public perception. Headlines blared warnings about the dangers of AI, and the story quickly became a global talking point. Some even speculated that the White House itself had released a fake, AI-generated video of Trump, either to cover up a mistake or to test the public's ability to spot digital forgeries. The idea that official government footage could be manipulated so easily was both fascinating and terrifying. This incident shone a harsh light on our growing distrust of digital media. In an age where misinformation spreads faster than ever, people are more skeptical than ever before, questioning the authenticity of everything they see online. But as the dust settled, experts began to weigh in. Video analysts and digital forensic specialists pointed out that the glitch was likely the result of a simple editing error, perhaps a corrupted video file or a rendering issue during the broadcast. What looked like a sinister digital fabrication was, in reality, just a technical hiccup. Still, the debate raged on. The conversation quickly shifted from Trump himself to a much bigger question. How can we know what's true in the digital age? With technology advancing so rapidly, even a minor glitch can spark worldwide panic and confusion. The real explanation for the glitch was far less dramatic than the wild theories that circulated online. It was a reminder that sometimes the simplest answer is the correct one. But the incident also highlighted just how vulnerable we are to digital illusions, and how easily our trust can be shaken. In the end, the questions raised by this viral video are more important than the glitch itself. How do we separate fact from fiction in a world where seeing is no longer believing? The answers aren't simple, but one thing is clear. We all need to be more vigilant, more critical, and more thoughtful about the media we consume. The moment the video hit the web, it was as if a digital wildfire had been ignited. Social media platforms exploded with reactions, tweets, posts, and comments poured in by the thousands every minute. People everywhere were glued to their screens, sharing their shock, disbelief, and theories with friends and strangers alike. The story was everywhere, and it seemed like everyone had an opinion. Amateur digital forensics experts, self-appointed detectives of the internet age, immediately got to work. They dissected every frame of the footage, convinced that what they were seeing couldn't possibly be real. Forums and comment sections filled up with detailed breakdowns, as people paused, rewound, and zoomed in on the tiniest details, searching for evidence of a deepfake or some kind of digital manipulation. Screenshots of supposed glitches, strange blurs, odd facial movements, and pixelated artifacts were captured and shared widely. These images quickly went viral, fueling a wave of conspiracy theories. Animated GIFs of the most suspicious moments were dissected frame by frame, as online sleuths tried to prove that the video was a product of artificial intelligence gone rogue. The narrative that the video was a deepfake became powerful and hard to counter. Even as seasoned experts appeared on news channels, offering mundane explanations, like compression errors or simple editing mistakes, the sensational story had already taken hold. The truth struggled to keep up with the speed and drama of the rumors. This frenzy tapped into deep-seated fears about the role of technology in politics. People worried that the very fabric of democracy could be manipulated by unseen hands using tools most of us barely understand. The idea that reality itself could be manufactured by powerful interests was both terrifying and strangely compelling. For many, the glitches in the video weren't just technical errors, they were seen as ominous signs of a dystopian future, a future where truth is malleable, and what we see with our own eyes can no longer be trusted. The line between reality and fiction seemed to blur with every new theory. The public reaction revealed a growing gap between awareness of deepfakes and a real understanding of how simple editing errors can happen. People debated endlessly, comparing clips and arguing over what was real and what was fake. The confusion was palpable, and it showed just how unprepared we are for a world where seeing is no longer believing. For some, the AI theory was more than just a possibility, it was confirmation of their deepest suspicions. Headlines screamed about manipulation by powerful entities, and the idea that artificial intelligence was being used to control the narrative fit perfectly into existing beliefs about shadowy forces pulling the strings. The incident became a perfect storm, a collision of visual anomaly, technological anxiety, and deep political polarization. Online, people split into camps, each convinced they alone saw the truth. Arguments raged, and the video became a symbol of our fractured digital age. In the end, the whole episode demonstrated just how fragile our sense of reality has become. With every glitch, every rumor, and every viral post, it becomes harder to know what's real and what's not. In a world where technology can shape our perceptions, the truth is more elusive than ever. As the online furor peaked, the internet was ablaze with speculation. Social media feeds were flooded with heated debates, and news websites ran headlines questioning the authenticity of a now viral video. People everywhere were glued to their screens, sharing theories and reacting in real time to what they believed might be a groundbreaking revelation or a shocking scandal. In the midst of this digital storm, experts from various fields stepped in with much-needed explanations. Media analysts, journalists, and professional video editors began to weigh in, offering their insights to help the public make sense of the strange visuals that had everyone talking. The mysterious effects, they explained, were not the result of some sinister plot or advanced artificial intelligence. Instead, they were caused by a common video editing tool known as a morph cut. This tool is widely used in the industry, especially for interviews and speeches, to seamlessly blend together different takes, or to remove awkward pauses without making the cuts obvious. The morph cut technique works by analyzing the frames before and after an edit, then generating new frames to create a smooth transition. When done well, it's almost invisible to the viewer. But if the source footage is too different, or the edit is rushed, it can create odd distortions. Faces might warp, backgrounds might shimmer, and the result can look downright bizarre. In the case of the Trump video, those strange glitches and visual hiccups were classic signs of a morph cut at work. They weren't evidence of a deepfake or any kind of digital deception, but simply the byproduct of an imperfect edit. The explanation, it turned out, was refreshingly simple. A standard editing tool, used every day by video professionals and even hobbyists, was responsible for the visual oddity that had sparked so much confusion and concern. So, despite the initial panic and the rush to blame advanced technology for deceiving the public, the truth was far less dramatic. The video wasn't a product of cutting-edge AI or a grand conspiracy to mislead viewers. It was simply the result of an editor using a morph cut to tidy up a video, inadvertently creating a few seconds of visual weirdness that caught everyone off guard. Sometimes the tools meant to make things smoother can have the opposite effect if not used carefully. In the end, the so-called monster under the bed turned out to be nothing more than a harmless pile of laundry, a mundane explanation for what seemed at first to be something much more sinister. The great AI conspiracy was thoroughly debunked, not by high-tech forensics or secret whistleblowers, but by a simple, everyday editing technique. Sometimes the truth really is that straightforward. Digital forensics experts analyzed the footage and found no evidence of AI. Common deepfake giveaways like unsynchronized mouth movements were absent. The video had none of the red flags typical of deepfakes. The glitch was due to editing, not generation. Editing to remove pauses is different from creating false content. The public often conflates digital alteration with total falsehood. Despite expert evidence, AI claims persisted online. A compelling conspiracy theory is often more appealing than a technical fact. The incident highlighted the challenge of correcting misinformation. The experts solved the what, but the why people believed the fake remained complex. Amidst the video's technical flaws, Trump's message was overlooked. He addressed the fatal shooting of Charlie Kirk, framing it within a political narrative. Trump blamed the radical left, linking the shooting to his political battle. His remarks were strong, aimed at resonating with his base. The video editing, meant to enhance delivery, backfired by creating a distraction. Instead of focusing on Trump's comments, the conversation shifted to video editing. The medium overwhelmed the message, diverting attention from the political statement. A minor editing choice had unintended consequences in public opinion. It serves as a cautionary tale for political communications. The Trump video fiasco signals a crisis of trust in digital content. The deepfake theory revealed public skepticism about manipulated media. Most people can't distinguish between harmless edits and malicious forgeries. This distrust pollutes the information ecosystem, blurring truth and falsehood. The controversy highlights the need for better ways to verify digital content. Even after debunking, many were bothered by any digital alteration. This points to a public hunger for transparency and raw truth. The incident reflects low public trust and suspicion of polished communications. The debate isn't just about technology, it's about trust in power. Repairing trust is a greater challenge than fixing a bad edit. The takeaway is clear: we need to get smarter about media. Experts emphasize the importance of improving public technical literacy. Understanding video editing basics is key to avoiding wild conclusions. Digital literacy isn't about becoming an expert, but asking the right questions. Education on these topics is a basic survival skill in the modern world. This incident is a lesson in media literacy, finding a middle ground between acceptance and suspicion. Promoting understanding of media production empowers discerning information consumers. Digital literacy helps separate signal from noise, assessing content with skepticism. In the age of AI, being a smart media consumer is an essential civic duty. The video was real, the glitch from editing, and the AI theory wrong. Yet, the debate continues in certain internet corners. The conspiracy theory spread faster than the correction. The incident amplified anxiety about AI misuse in politics. People are actively looking for evidence of deception. This lingering doubt is a significant consequence of the affair. The conversation shifted to when deception will happen for real. The debate is about a breakdown in trust, not just technical specifics. The controversy brought fears about technology and truth to the surface. Experts settled the facts but couldn't fix the underlying trust problem. The Trump video controversy was a case of mistaken identity. A simple editing technique was misidentified as AI manipulation. Experts confirmed the visual hiccups were from morph cuts, not deepfakes. The video was authentic, just edited. Despite the explanation, the story isn't over. The incident highlighted anxiety about technology and politics. Misinformation took hold, tapping into fears of manipulation. The initial accusations spread quickly, while corrections struggled. The episode serves as a lesson in verifying truth in a tech-saturated world. Maintaining a well-informed public depends on building a shared reality.